Here we are again with Four Quarters with Coach Mark Mandell, preeminent criminal defense attorney for Western Wayne County. Last time we talked to Coach about what to look for when you're hiring an attorney to defend you in a drunk driving matter. Now we'd like to talk more about what you need to ask your lawyer once you've been charged with a drunk driving offense. Coach, did they have the right to pull me over?
That's a great question, Paul, and that's probably one of the first things I ask a client when they do contact me about representing them. And to answer that question is, did they have reasonable suspicion or did they have probable cause? Those are two legal standards that any good lawyer is going to know about, and we're going to look into that if you give me a call.
Give me a couple examples of those things.
That's also a great question, because often people think of it in terms of like I was driving all over the road and I had too much to drink, but no, it actually could be that your plates were expired, that you were speeding, that you didn't stop at a stop sign. So from the smallest of traffic citations to the worst of driving, generally speaking, that could encompass reasonable suspicion or probable cause.
If I get pulled over for something like drunk driving, should I take a breathalyzer or refuse?
Paul, I get that question probably more than any other question. What people need to realize in the state of Michigan, the opportunity to drive an automobile is a privilege, not a right. So when the officer does pull you over, really, you have a duty to take that test. I'm not telling anybody today whether you should take it or you shouldn't necessarily take it, but I will tell you this. If you do not take the test offered by the police, all right, within probably 5 to 10 minutes, they will get a search warrant issued by a judge to draw your blood and still be able to get your blood results, albeit they're going to take you to a hospital and you may face some serious driving sanctions as a result of that decision.
If I refuse, could I go to jail?
No, not necessarily go to jail, but again, the police are going to get a search warrant to draw your blood. For that night, you're going to spend the night in jail.
Will I lose my license?
Great question. People are very concerned about that all the time, and that really relates more to the bigger picture. When you come in and you meet with me, we're going to talk about issues about the severity of whether there's jail time or not associated with your drunk driving charge, and licensing sanctions. And people, no license, no wheels, no opportunity to get to work, no opportunity to get your kids to school. It's a very important issue that I address when people come in to meet with me.
What's the parting bit of advice you want to give a client once they've been charged with drunk driving?
Well, the best advice I would give is to pick up the phone and call an attorney. And in my case, I don't charge for consultations. They're free. So I'll speak with you over the phone about the matter and go from there. But to navigate the criminal system on a drunk driving without an attorney, very dangerous, and I would highly recommend that you hire an attorney.
Thanks, Coach.